We Hustle Daily. What's going on, Hustle Nation? Welcome back to another video. In this video, guys, I'm going to give you the tips and tricks on Copart and how to bid on Copart, all right, without a dealer license. So you do not have to have a dealer license to buy at Copart, all right? Now, I'm going to show y'all and tell y'all why I think buying from Copart is great and why I like buying from Copart, places like Copart and IAA. But a lot of people will tell you guys not to if you don't, and I agree with them if you don't know what you're doing, you know what I mean? So I got me a piece of paper right here, and we about to go ahead and go over some notes. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you follow me on Instagram. That is my Instagram. If you got any questions, make sure you follow me. If that you don't understand in this video, you can hit me up on Instagram and I can go a little bit try to explain it to you. But I think we are going to be good when I explain this to you, all right? So this is for you guys who do not have a dealer license and you guys want to know how to bid on Copart, all right? So like I say, I'm gonna be referring back to my notes, so make sure y'all bear with me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's start here. There is a $59 membership fee, all right? So it's just for the whole year, $59. So if you want to be able to bid on Copart, you have to pay your $59 annual fee, all right? So it's only $59. It is worth it, but it is $59. It's not free just to sign up with Copart, all right? So let's go ahead and get that straight. Second, let's talk about salvage titles and clear titles. Now, basically, what is Copart? Copart is a place where your cars will go if your car has got into an accident, your car was stolen, there's floods, there are cases where you can get clear title cars, but we're about to go over that in a minute. But let's just start here. So mostly Copart will have salvage title cars. You guys definitely need to understand that, and you need to understand what a salvage title car is. And again, a salvage title car is a car that's been totaled out by the insurance company, okay? So it was totaled, it was stolen before, it was in a wreck, you know what I mean? It was in a flood, you know what I mean? Now, different cars are there for different reasons, you know what I mean? But you guys need to understand that, because in all states you can't drive salvage title cars. You guys need to understand that as well. So this is very important. Just don't get on Copart. Make sure you watch this video for the whole, from the beginning to end, because you guys got to understand this, all right? A salvage title car is a car that is not clear, you know what I mean? It's been deemed salvage by the insurance company, okay? You guys got to understand that. And you guys also have to understand that in particular states, you are not allowed to drive salvage title cars on the street. So you would have to get a state inspection. This is not like a smog test or not like an emissions test. This is a totally different test, all right? This is going to be determine if they deem the car safe to drive on the road, all right? Now, in some states, you don't have to worry about this. You guys can drive salvage titles, you know what I mean? It's states like North Carolina, South Carolina, I believe California, Oklahoma, you know what I mean? You got to check with your state, all right? You got to check with your state, but you guys got to understand, don't just get on there and be like, oh, I'm gonna want this and buy it, and then, you know, the frame is bent and then you can't pass inspection, you know what I mean? So that's very important. So guys, understand what a salvage title is and understand what you're buying, okay? That's first step first, all right? Now, let me go ahead and show you this car, all right? Now, I just bought this car. It is a salvage title vehicle, but I bought it and I put it together super quick. This is the type of stuff I like buying from Copart, all right? I'm gonna show off just a little bit, all right? So this is a car that I literally, the day before yesterday, I literally just bought this from Copart, okay? All right, now let me go ahead and show you guys this. Now, I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like when I bought it, and then I'm gonna show you guys now, all right? So this is what it looks like right now, but it was hit in the back. I know I'm missing the bottom grill there, but let me show you the back, all right? So this car was hit in the back, okay? It was hit in the back. This is a 2007 Mercedes-Benz CLS 550 AMG, all right? So this car was hit in the back. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it looked like when I bought it. All right, now that was literally yesterday, all right? That was literally yesterday. I drove out and I bought the same color bumper. Somebody had the same color bumper. I met up with him and got the bumper, and we smacked that boy on. It was an easy fix, and this is a beautiful car, all right? Now, this is a 2007 Like I say, Mercedes CLS 550. You don't even see these a lot, right? It came super clean and everything. Now, I got some stuff in the car, so I'm not gonna show you guys the inside of the car because it is pretty dirty, all right? But this is the type of stuff that you're able to buy at Copart for the low, all right? Cheaper than you would a clear title car. And yeah. Now, again, a lot of people say don't buy a Copart, but me personally, I like buying from Copart because I buy stuff that has been hit minor, you know what I mean, that has minor damage, that was in a minor accident, rather, I should say. Excuse me. So as you can see, didn't any airbag deploy in this car or anything, all right? Didn't no airbags deploy in the car, you know what I mean? This is how I like buying these cars, you know what I mean? Stuff where the airbag didn't deploy, very, very easy fixes. Now, you don't see this type of stuff every single day at Copart, all right? But you can see it, all right? So that's why I like buying this type of stuff. Now, if you're buying something that's been totally smacked and crashed and needs suspension work, then okay, that's on you, you know what I mean? If you want to know more about how to buy stuff at Copart, you know, you can visit my academy, wehustledaily.com. I'm gonna show y'all all my tips and tricks that I use to be able to buy stuff like this, you know what I mean? Buy stuff like this and fix it easy and literally drive off the lot. I literally drove this car off the Copart lot, all right? So there you go. Okay, now be aware of the storage fees, all right? Now, I suggest you guys not to buy out of state. Me personally, I have to put my hands on all my cars. Now, I checked this car out in person. I wanted to see the car, wanted to put my hands on it before I bought it. Here's a clip of me checking out the car here. Man, this one is clean. Y'all see how clean this is for 07? Yo. So as you see, I did go and I did check this car out in person. Now, you guys who buy out of state, you know, you guys are some maniacs, right? You guys are some maniacs. I personally do not buy anything I have not personally put my hands on and checked out, you know, because the pictures can be deceiving sometimes. You can go and you can be like, oh man, that wheel is off a little bit, so you know you need some suspension work. You know, you just can't drive this car off the Copart lot because the suspension is messed up, right? You want to go in person, you want to check these cars out to make sure they are good to go. And again, wehustledaily.com. I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know. I'm gonna show you all my tips, tricks, everything you need to know, all right? Also, guys, so if you're buying from out of state, you got to be aware you need to get your car on time if you buy a car because there is storage fees, all right? Copart will charge you $5 per day, all right? Per day. So that adds up. So you get 3 days before you they start charging you. And when I mean $5, I mean the first day is going to be $5. The second day is going to be $10. The next day is going to be $15, then $20. So it adds $5 every single day. All right. So let's just say if your bill is $100, right? The next day it's going to be $105. Then it's going to be $110. Then it's going to be $115. Then it's going to be $120. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's going to be $100. I was just giving y'all that example, but it is $5 per day that you do not pick up your car. All right. And you have to pay those storage fees. Those storage fees is mandatory, or they will just kick you off and, you know, not let you buy again. All right. Now let's go into buying. Now, if you do not have a dealer license, you will have to use what we call a broker. All right. Now they do have brokers on the Copart website. When you sign up, you can see you can use one of their brokers to buy a car, or you can use somebody that I recommend. I will put the link in the description below. So if you do not have a dealer license, you can use them to buy the car. All right. Hustle Nation, if you need a broker in order to buy a car off Copart or IAA and you do not have your dealer license, you can use eRepairables. The link is in the description below. And as you can see, they are in most states. Now, a broker is basically a person who has dealer access and who is allowed to buy cars you know, under a dealer license, because you may not be able to because you are a public buyer. Now, if you are a public buyer, you can bid on, okay, if you are a public buyer in a state where they cannot drive salvage title cars, you can build on the clear title cars. All right. Now, I do not recommend you bid on the clear title cars. You know what I mean? Like, basically, to those be cars that a dealer would put back into the auction. You know what I mean? So, or they would be like donation cars. Me personally, I stay away from donations. You know what I mean? I only want insurance cars. I do not buy donation cars. The last donation car I bought, the transmission was messed up. You know what I mean? So that was just somebody who had a car, their transmission was messed up, they couldn't sell it on the street, and they put it in Copart, and they got me. All right, so I haven't bought a donation car in over a year. Now, I'm not saying that all donation cars is bad. Have I bought donation cars before, and had they been good? Yes. And these are clear title cars I'm talking about. Yes. But with that last one, it was a Tahoe. The transmission was slipping. I have not bought another one in 2 years. I just stick to the insurance company cars. All right. But back to the broker. Yeah, so if you do not have a dealer license, you're able to use a broker. Again, there's some on their website, or you can use the one that I recommend in the link in the description below. You will have to put a deposit down depending on the amount that you're trying to spend. All right, so they're not just gonna let you just go and just bid crazy. You know what I mean? You have to put a deposit down, but they will allow you to get the car that you're trying to get. All right, now you guys who can drive salvage titles in your state, you guys got it a little easier. All right, let's go over this as well. Okay, now just because a car says that it runs and drives, I'm trying to give y'all a little game here. All right, just because the car says it runs and drive, that does not mean it run and drive. Okay, now the car run and drive, it'll have a little like green R by the car saying that it runs and drive. Their run and drive means like it goes a couple of feet up and then a couple of feet back. All right, that's all it means. They are not shifting the transmission, and this goes for IAA too. They're not shifting the transmission or doing anything like that. The car literally could be like on all flats, but if they move it up and move it back, they're going to say it runs and drive. All right, the suspension can be tore up, but if they move it up and move it back, they're going to say it runs and drives. All right, you got to understand that Copart is just trying to get their money. It's up to you as a buyer to be careful on what you're buying. Again, whdacademy.com. I'm going to teach y'all everything y'all need to know. Again, right, got all the tips and tricks for y'all, so y'all definitely need to understand that. All right, let me see what else I got for you guys. All right, so let's just go over the steps one more time. First, you want to go to Copart. You want to sign up for the basic membership. All right, you want to get a broker. Again, there's some on the website, or you can use the one that I can recommend, link in the description below. All right, you want to put you a decent amount deposit down, because like I say, they're not going to just let you go and just bid crazy. You do have to put a deposit down. Stick to the run and drives. All right, stick to the run and drives. Go out in person to look at these cars. Please do not just blind bid. All right, and if you are going to blind bid, because I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys are not going to listen to what I'm saying, you're going to do what you want to do, right? Get your shipping in order, because if you don't, you know, Copart is going to charge these fees, and you have to pay the fees. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to pay these fees. Okay, so yeah, so make sure you got your shipping and everything in order before you bid on a car. Again, stick to run and drive. I can't express that enough. Stick to run and drive cars. All right, if you're going to buy. Now, if you're a mechanic and you want a project and stuff like that, okay, do your thing. You know what I mean? Me personally, I only buy run and drive. I want to be able to drive every single car I buy from Copart. I want to be able to drive them away. All right, I want to be able to drive them. I was driving this car. You know what I'm saying? Do I have anything else for you guys? I'm trying to think. If you are curious, right? Let's just say you're in Copart and you're curious to see what cars has went for. You're like, oh man, this car sold already. I wonder what it went for. You can use my auto auction research tool. The link is in the description below. Now, you do have to pay a monthly membership for that, but as long as you have the lot number or the VIN number, you are able to see how much this car sold for. All right. What's going on, Hustle Nation? Just want to tell you guys about this Auto A Stat research tool that I use to find out what's the history on all these Copart and insurance auto auction cars. It gets to tell you the auctions, how many auctions it's been to, the mileage, if the car has been staged by a dealer, as you can see. So if you would like to use this research tool, make sure you click the link in the description below. And you can get the VIN number, of course, by looking on the Copart website, or you can use the lot number that, of course, Copart uses to, identify the car or whatever the case is. All right. So you can use that. Link is in the description below. I use it all the time because I'm always trying to see, okay, dang, I missed the sale. How much did that sell for? All right. Let me see. If you guys got any more questions, again, follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description below so I can help you guys out. But yeah, so follow me down below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. wehustledaily.com if you're interested in learning how to do what I do. I literally buy and sell cars all the time. I got tips, I got tricks on stuff to buy, on stuff not to buy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And again, if you need a broker, the link is in the description below. I hope I didn't miss anything. I feel like I'm missing something, but again, my Instagram is in the link in the description below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with me. It's your boy Ray, Big Play Ray, man. Peace. What's going on, Hustle Nation? wehustledaily.com. If you're interested in learning all my tips and tricks, how to properly inspect cars and how to get your dealer license, the link is in the description below.